So now we're going to get into, well, what the hell went wrong? Now we know how I got to where I started at. What the hell went wrong? So wrong that I'm only 40 pounds down in 10 months. Now, when I did my research for Tirzepatide, one of the things that I knew that people were suffering from was under eating, right? So I was, when I say deathly afraid, I mean outrageously afraid of the gastrointestinal side effect of the slow emptying, right? So I forget what it's called, but the condition that people were getting where one, they were either getting too constipated and had to get that surgically taken care of, or two, where they weren't eating enough. And essentially the best layman's way I can describe it is like their body just forgot how to digest food. Now, probably not literally forgot, but they was fucked up. Okay. I was outrageously afraid of that happening to me. So I made sure that, or at least I thought I was making sure that I ate all the time. Okay. I was making sure that I ate all the time. But that didn't last very long. That probably lasted like the first few weeks or whatever. And then I got to the point of under eating. Insert a dietitian, okay? Insert my very first video talking about if you're not losing weight on a GLP-1, you're doing it wrong, okay? My weight loss stopped. My weight loss came to a screeching halt. I think I was only about 10 pounds down at this point, maybe 15, maybe. I can't remember. It's been so long ago, almost a year. But my weight loss came to a screeching halt, and I could not figure out why. I think there was a part of me that knew, but I just wasn't willing to admit it to myself. So I spoke to my dietitian, and even my dietitian felt like my weight loss was slow. Like I would go in and we'd weigh in, and she'd be like, "How are you doing?" Like, so how's it coming along? And I'd be like, it's good. I mean, I haven't lost weight in a couple of weeks. She's like, your weight loss does seem a little slow. Like like I could be 15, 20 pounds down. She'd be like, weight loss seems a little slow. Like, and she was right, because I was losing less than a pound per week or something like that. So we get into, okay, so what's causing this delayed weight loss? Like what, like typically we see more rapid weight loss on the GLP-1s, like what's going on? And it turns out I was under eating. Okay. I was not eating enough. And this is when she started to recommend to me that I should add bread into my diet. And I was like, lady, what in the food pyramid 1987? I don't know when the food pyramid came out, but you know what I mean? Like, lady, what in the 1995? Like, what is you talk bread? Like, unless I'm going like have a slice of pizza, you know what I mean? Like, or something like that. But like, you're deliberately telling me to eat bread. Like this is 2025. You're telling me to eat bread. Oh yeah, eat whole grain, whole wheat, whole this, whole that. So I tried it. And not only did I try the bread, but I tried upping my calories. So I had 1 week where I think honestly, by this time I had gotten off of Hollandale's compound. So I didn't have such extreme appetite control. But I tried eating more for a week deliberately. It was hard. It was incredibly hard. Who was talking about this? I think Journey of Life was talking about this, where it's hard to eat enough, so you just don't. So I had a week where I was pretty convinced that I had overeaten, and the scale dropped, I think maybe 5 or 6 pounds. It just dropped off like it was nothing. So whatever's happening with the body, our bodies are smarter than us, okay? We cannot undereat. Leave me alone, Jen. I don't even eat sandwiches. Now, with that being said, I was kind of scoffed down a grilled cheese before I got on here, like, because I didn't really prepare dinner, okay? But it was on a gluten-free toast, okay? But yeah, she wanted me to eat a sandwich. Like, I don't want that. I don't want it, okay? Unless it's a grilled cheese. But even then, like, gluten-free, okay? So the very first thing was the under eating, okay? Now, I don't know how people are so successful with the under eating. And maybe it depends on how I define success, right? Because like I said, some people are talking about losing 10, 12, 15 pounds in a month. Depending on how much weight you have to lose, I don't think that that's extreme. Like if you are close to your goal weight, losing 15 pounds in a month could sound crazy. But if you are 100 to 200 pounds overweight, losing 15 pounds in a month is, you need to lose weight that quickly. Like, you don't have to, but if you lose it that quickly in the beginning, that's good. You know, that's not the worst thing in the world. So with the under eating, I don't know how people are having so much success with the under eating, because with my body, I undereat and my weight comes to a screeching halt. It stops. My weight loss stops. So she convinced me finally to supplement with protein. She convinced me a little bit to not supplement, but to add bread to my diet. It did not last very long. It lasted about a couple of weeks before I was like, no, ma'am, we're not doing this. So this is the thing that just like what is wrong with you? I did not change the way that I ate. I did not change my diet. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those. I started a GLP-1 and didn't change what I eat, except I'm not one of the stories of, and I lost 60 pounds in 5 months. I'm not one of those. I started a GLP-1 and I lost some weight, but I lost it very slowly, and probably because I didn't change my diet. I told y'all I was going through a lot. And even though my cravings for the most part were in control, the reasons that I picked certain foods never got addressed, even to this day. Okay. This is probably one of the biggest reasons why I just could not get beyond half a pound to a pound and a half per week. I did not change what I was eating. I did not change what I was drinking. Plenty of sugared coffees, plenty of juice, plenty of soda, plenty of candy, plenty of eating out. I covered in one of my last videos. I recently spent about $400 eating out. Plenty of fried food. Now, sidebar about compound, that in relation to Zepbound. When I was on compound and I first started, and I talked about and I said I was talking about fried food. I can't remember what exactly the conversation was, but somebody in the comments was like, Zepbound or Manjaro or whatever does not like fried food and sugar. Okay, they were warning me. It was a woman. I don't know if she's still watching, but it was a woman warning me, on this medication, you gonna be effed up trying to overeat on sugar and fried food. But I was on compound, so I didn't have that experience. I was like, I don't know what this lady talking about. That seems like a brand problem, because on compound, I can eat fried food. I won't say I can eat as much fried food as I want, because clearly I didn't gain weight back, so I couldn't eat as much as I wanted. But my range of foods was not limited. My range of food was only limited by me being a picky eater. Okay, by me being a picky eater. But as far as like, oh, if I eat this, the fact that I'm on compound Tirzepatide, my body's gonna react violently. No, I didn't have that problem on compound, which is another reason why people should be on brand if they can afford it. So I didn't change my diet because I didn't have to. I ate a lot of sugar. In the first, so August to December is how many months? September, October, November, December. 4 months? Yeah, 4 months. No, I started at the beginning of August, so let's say 5. First 5 months. I actually started in July. I started my channel in August. That's the confusion. So it's 5 months. I didn't change my diet, okay? And I did videos on this. I was the pot calling the kettle black, okay? I did videos talking about, if you think, and it wasn't to the people that were actually on compound or on brand. It was to the people that were judging people for taking the easy way out. And it's like, newsflash, it's not the easy way out, because you have to actually do work and stuff. You got to work out. You got to exercise. You have to change what you're eating, or you will not lose weight. You have to eat enough, or you will not lose weight. Okay. The amount of steps that you have to proactively take on a GLP-1 to make sure that you are successful. It's not unreasonable. It's just easy to cover behind, like find cover behind the fact that your appetite is like the medication is doing the work as far as your appetite. But your choices in what you eat are still your choice. And I made all of the wrong choices, without a doubt. This is why it is June and I'm not 80 pounds down instead of 40. I could easily have been 80 pounds down had I changed my food. Had I cut the junk food, cut the sweetened beverages, exercised more. We'll get into the exercise. Had I done what I was supposed to do, like let's be fucking, I done messed up. See, fast over. I done said the F word. Okay, but anyway, had I done what I was supposed to do, like to be honest with you, I literally just accepted losing less than a pound per week as long as I was losing, which should not have been acceptable. I accepted the slow, grueling weight loss. I accepted the stalls, diet soda. I had a stall that was like a month long, and as soon as I quit diet soda, my weight dropped. I was stalled for 5 months. 5 months of no weight loss, 5 months of losing and regaining the same 3 pounds because I did not change my diet. Okay. Another reason why my weight loss was delayed. And again, it seems like other people don't have this problem. So it really feels unfair that I got this problem, but it's being inconsistent with my exercise. Now, if you are a fan of Dr. Tina Moore, she found out. And now I got to wear clothes in the summer. And found out and did. Sure did. Let me know if you saw the members only post where I said how much I went down further recently. Just don't put it in chat. Okay. Actually, let me get the link for that in case somebody wants to become a member. But okay. So yeah, as Jen said, I effed around and found out. I did. And I accepted the slow. I knew, you know what, it's not like I was being hypocritical when I was making my videos. I knew I was messing up. I did. And it wasn't like I was like, I came on here on one stream with a whole shareable size of Skittles. Now, after I did that, I threw it away because I was like, that's embarrassing. But I tried to be honest. About I'm doing it. I ain't doing it as fast as everybody else, but I'm doing it. I'm giving it a go, right? I'm giving it a try or whatever. But to be honest with you, my progress is not nearly as speedy as it should have been. My progress was not as speedy as it should have been. I just put the link in the chat if you would like to become a member to support the channel. Please support, show your love. Let me go to my channel and pin it. Okay, I want to talk about exercise, okay? Because if you are a fan of Dr. Tina Moore, you know that in order to do this GLP-1 thing right, I'll say exercise, but Dr. Tina Moore specifically says weight training is non-negotiable. There is no if, and sorry. There are no if, ands, or buts about it. If you want to be successful on a GLP-1, you must work on your muscle. Okay. Now I've shared my gains. It's a little bit harder to see now because I haven't been working out lately. And this is something that I've struggled with off and on for the past 10 months. I get consistent for about a month and then I fall off. Like I told you, I'm terrible at building new habits. Like I'm so bad at it. But that doesn't mean I want to give up. But you need your muscle when you're on a GLP. Like you need your muscle, period. Okay. I'm pushing 30. I'm at the point where my body is going to start taxing that ass on muscle. And it's going to be hard for me to put on new muscle. Like at this, like from here to 90, it's all downhill when it comes to muscle. So I have to work 2 to 3 to 4 times as hard as someone in their late teens or early 20s to put on my, maybe not quite yet, but as I go into my 30s, yes. Once you hit your 30s-ish, that's it. What you got is what you got, and you at that point, you working your ass off to keep it. You working your, and you better keep it. Ask Dr. Tina. So first started, I was consistent. Okay, a little bit of gains, a little bit, and then I stopped. And then I started, and then I stopped, and then I started, and then I stopped, and then I started, and then I stopped. And it was just like this, back and forth, like a freaking ping pong ball. I don't know how many videos I've done where I was just like, I'm back in the gym. That will last about a week or two. And then a month later, 2 months later, I'd be like, I'm back in the gym. Now, I definitely got some gains along the way. I didn't actually realize that it's becoming less noticeable. So I hope I'm not losing my muscle. I'm hoping it's just a little bit deflated because I can still feel the muscle, but it's not like poking through the skin like it used to. Like if I flex, you can see it, but typically you can see it without me even having to flex. So I feel like my muscles they're like losing all the air, which is not good. Okay, but this was a mistake. Don't be like me. Don't be like me if you're on a GLP-1 or if you're planning to start one. Don't be like me. Get your behind in the gym or use body weight exercises. Do weight bearing exercises. I shared my DEXA scan. If you don't know what a DEXA scan is, it's a body scan. It's a body composition scan that shows how much muscle you have, how your skeletal, I forget what you call it. I don't want to say how your skeleton is doing. That don't sound very smart, but whatever. Like your body fat percentage, your lean muscle mass, all of that. And it showed that I was losing muscle slightly more aggressive than what's considered healthy. Like obviously when you lose weight, you're going to lose a little bit of muscle. You're going to lose a little bit of lean muscle. But my numbers were slightly aggressive. So I needed to one, eat more and up my weight training. Do you think I did it? Shall I start a poll on whether or not I did what I was supposed to do? Should I? Who wants to take a wild guess? Who wants to guess? I didn't quite change my diet, but I walked every day 5 miles alone and maybe 1 to 2 with the dog. I had a goal of 8 to 10 pounds per month. I had a goal of 8 to 10 pounds per month. Do you know where I would be if I had met that goal? Not with clothes on, okay? Like, I don't know what my obsession with like not wearing clothes is, but I heard like this whole thing of like look good naked. And I'm like, yes, that. And I'm not gonna lie, people was getting on me about walking. I'm walking now. That is how I know that I'm having problems with my hips. I'm walking now. I have recently started walking maybe 3 to 4 miles per day. But that's because I'm in a walkable area where when I'm home, I'm not in much of a walkable area. That's not an excuse. I can get to a walkable area. But I'm only like, people were getting on me in the comment, not getting on me, but people for months recommended that I walk. I hate walking. I don't like it. Unless I specifically have somewhere to go. Like I don't like to walk. I agree. Weight training is a must. I didn't and I regret it. Saying, and I know better. I'm just very lazy. Okay. Weight training is beyond a must. Think of what is the next step beyond non-negotiable. Like if there was a step beyond non-negotiable, what would it be? Because that's where weight training falls on a GLP-1. It is a step above non-negotiable. It's almost like I'm gonna call the cops on you if you ain't in the gym or doing something at your house or some. Like you got to be doing something. And I think that would have helped speed up my weight loss. But nothing can compare to me not changing my diet. Nothing can compare to the amounts of candy that I ate. Nothing can compare to the amounts of sweetened beverages that I drink. Like nothing can compare to the amount of Coke Zeros that I had. Like even, and that's why I wanted to share that Dr. Funk video, which we're going to finish tomorrow. Even if you're working out, you can't outrun 7 Coke Zeros in a week.